Hello and welcome to another week with Mary's Dreamtime messages. How did you go last week? We pulled out the whale I am searching and the crimson rosella I am receiving. Now I hope everyone has been keeping well and not stressing too much, and it's a very good time. It's very good during these times to spend some time meditating or using the Dreamtime cards, also colouring in with the Dreamtime book to distract yourself and get your mind off the things that are currently going on. So try to remain calm, be safe, and be well. It's a very good time for nurturing yourself. So be very gentle and easy with yourself during this time. As you would know that you may not know that I'm really just in very relaxed close this video at the moment, and so it's important not to take things too seriously during this time and to spend some time out with yourself, and so that you can break up any negativity or stressful situations that are currently going on outside. So with the humpback whale was telling us that we're searching at the moment, and using your diary is a good time to write down your ideas and your thoughts. Because what is happening during this time, it doesn't mean that you need to stop working on your goals or your dreams. It just may mean that they're delayed just a fraction, or you're maybe needing to think of different ways that you didn't think of before. So that's what the whale helps us with, and the crimson rosella is maybe showing you a new love for life, a new love to do with a partner or a project. So that's what was happening last week. So yeah, it's a great time to get out your card deck and give yourself some guidance during this time. So let's see the two cards that will come up this week, because the week is starting the 30th of March and going through until the 5th of April. So it's the week before Easter, and so yes, eating chocolate is going to be another very good thing, as long as we don't eat too much. So let's shuffle the cards, and every week I pull out two cards to give us some positive direction, inspiration, and ideas about our next steps that we can take in order to move forward. So the first card that we got, because this Dreamtime deck has the camel and the horse, which is about a full view of Aboriginal history, because these animals were very prominent back in the 1800s when the white assimilation was happening. So the camel is telling us that we are trusting. So even the message gives us that when I give myself the strength to keep going with my goals, I trust that I will reach my end result regardless of any challenges. So it's important now not to give up just because of the challenges that you're being currently faced with. It's very important to keep that focus there. If you've got your journal, go back to your journal. If you're feeling challenged, maybe get out some of your creative skills, do some colouring in to get your mind off things and relax and just slow down a bit more, because it's a very good time for also slowing down the pace. So if we go to number 11, which is the Camel card, it tells us the action this week is you must believe in yourself during any times of challenge that are coming your way. Now is not the time to give up. Continue on your quest to fulfill your dreams, and every little bit of action goes a long way right now. Even though it may not seem like it is, it is. Take slow and steady steps towards your dreams. The negative may be you're fearing a change, you may be feeling confronted by things that are happening at the moment, or you're not believing in yourself. Now's the time to have the strength, the foresight, and using this challenge to your advantage. Write down some ways that you can use this current challenge that's happening in the world to your advantage. Try to turn things around. So do a flip and start doing some writing in your journal so that you can start getting out some of these ideas and ways that you may not have been thinking about before. So that's what the message of the camel is telling us about this week. Now let's see the next card that's coming up during this time that we can focus our attention on. And the next card that's come up this week is I am happy with Ancestral Sparrow. And Ancestral Sparrow is giving us the message that when I allow myself to recognize the negative people who are not serving my happiness, my natural flow and rhythm returns. I am peaceful again. Wow, this is such a cool card because it's helping us to understand the people that are having negative impacts in our life. You know what's a really good time? During this time, it's very good to have that time to come down and slow down from the hectic day-to-day pace. Because when we can do that, that's when we can start to recognize people that are maybe playing out in our lives not in a very good way. It could be in a very negative, toxic way. So if we go to number 28, the card is number 28, and it's giving us the message, the action to take this week to do with Ancestral Sparrow is there is an understanding that you need to reach that will enable you to have a feeling of satisfaction come back into your life. But first you need to take some action to get yourself out of a current situation that is making you unhappy and unsettled. This is seriously affecting your financial situation, but has been weighing you down for some time. So when you think about this, you can go back to your diary again. What is this representing to you in your life? So the negative could be that you could be feeling depressed, that you need to remove the ties or cords that are binding to a certain situation or even to a certain person, or it could be to a certain group of people. There's a lack of trust or money, and there's a feeling of being unsettled. So the positive to this card is that happiness can come back into your life, a flow of abundance and peace again. So as I mentioned to you before, Dragonfly gives us the message about slowing down, and so when we can slow ourselves down to a certain pace, that's when this card comes into helping us to understand these people that may be playing out in our life and causing us to have negativity around. So I'll leave a link down the bottom to the happiness video that I did that goes into a lot more detail to do with this one, because I was very shocked to understand certain people in my life that were playing out very negatively. The fact was, it surprised me very, very much. So also this week I'm going to be if you got my Dare to Dream live Dare to Dream guide, free guide, then this week I'm going to be putting up some affirmations, and yeah, stay tuned for that video. So these are the two cards that came up this week, and with the Camel, I am trusting, and with Ancestral Sparrow, I am happy. So try to remain on the bright side this week, and especially with these two cards. These two cards can be very challenging, but the key to this is remaining lighthearted through the situations, and to keep your focus on the positive. And because everything is a progress, and you are working on better things. So sometimes we just have to clear these roadblocks to get to these better things. So I hope you have a great week this week, and yeah, so stay tuned for your inbox if you've been one of my customers for some free tools to help you be calm during this time. So have a great week with these two, and I'll see you again next week. Bye for now.